Hi yogis, we are going to go through a flow today that is going to open up your hips and open up those shoulders. So let's get moving. We're going to start at the top of the mat in our mountain pose. So standing towards the top, ground your feet into the earth. Relax your shoulders down. Take an inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling, pressing palms together, reaching tall, lengthening your body. And exhale, forward fold, fingertips towards the floor. Inhale, lift up halfway, bring hands to shins and draw your shoulder blades back. And exhale and fold. Inhale, rise up, reaching your arms up towards the ceiling. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up tall, palms together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, reaching up towards the sky. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale into a chair pose, sink your hips down, lift your arms up towards the ceiling. Sink your hips down towards the floor, lift your chest, squeezing your belly button in. Take a breath here, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands and step back to a high plank, drawing your navel in towards your spine. Holding it nice and strong, take an inhale. Exhale, lower your knees, chest and chin to the floor, hooking your arms into your body. Inhale as you scoot forward to cobra, rolling your shoulder blades back and pressing the top of your feet into the floor. Exhale as you tuck your toes, press up high, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, step forward. Forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale and rise, reaching your arms up tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale into your chair pose, sink your hips down, lift your arms, lift your chest. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands and step back to a high plank. Hold it here, inhale. Exhale, lower your knees, sinking your chest and chin to the floor. Inhale, scoot forward to cobra, lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, let it go, let your head relax. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, walk forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale and rise, reaching arms up tall. And exhale, hands to heart center. Warming up slightly, inhale into your chair pose, sink your hips down, lower your hips, lift your chest, lift your arms. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Holding it here for an inhale. As you exhale, you can lower your chest and chin or scoot forward, lowering halfway to your low plank. Inhaling to cobra or upward facing dog, rolling your shoulder blades back, lifting your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, step or walk forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale and rise, reaching arms up tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale to chair pose. Sinking your body down, but lifting your chest. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant hands, step back, high plank. Draw your navel in, inhale. Exhale, lower to your chaturanga. Low plank, or releasing the knees. Inhaling to your cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, step or walk forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale and rise, reaching your arms up high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale to chair pose. Reaching your arms up in line with your ears. as much as possible. Take a big breath. Exhale and fold. Inhale to lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Holding it here, inhale. Exhale, lower to your chaturanga. Inhale into your cobra or upward dog. Press your chest forward. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up high. As you exhale, step your right foot forward to the outside of your right hand and lower your left knee down. Coming to our lizard pose. So making sure that left leg is extended behind you. And if you have any props you can use underneath your hands, you are welcome to use those. Or if you do have a lot of flexibility in your hips, you can bring your forearms down to the floor or on top of props. I'm going to tempt my fingers, my hips are a little bit tight. So we want to try and keep the heel on the mat, but you can take your toes off the mat, so they're just pointing off your mat and just sinking into your right hip. Once you have that position, you can rest your head, just gaze down towards the floor. Finding a comfortable position where you can soften your breath. Find a soft breath in and out through your nose. One more breath here, inhale. As you exhale and tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Step your right leg back to a one-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, step it back forward, the outside of your right hand. Step your left foot forward to the outside of your left hand and sit into your squat position. Aiming to press your elbows to the inside of your knees and aiming to keep your back nice and straight, or as much as possible. Take an inhale. As you exhale, plant your hands to the mat and slowly press your hips up, coming to a forward fold, and walk your feet inwards. So your feet are now directly underneath your hips. And just let your head go. Inhale, lift up halfway, and exhale to fold. Inhale to rise, reach your arms up tall, and exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale to chair pose, sink your hips, lift your arms, lift your chest. Draw your belly button in, inhale, and exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Holding it here, inhale. Exhale, either lower your knees or lower to low plank. Inhale into cobra or upward dog. Press your shoulder blades back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg up high. Exhale, step your left foot on the outside of your left hand and lower your right knee down, finding lizard pose. So either tenting your fingers, using those props if you have any, or lowering your forearms down to the floor if you have that range. Just sinking here for a few breaths. Just keeping the back of your neck nice and relaxed. Just sinking into your left hip. Hold a lot of tension in our hips, so taking this time to breathe into those tense areas will do us all the good favor. Let's take another breath, inhale. As you exhale, plant your hands and lift up your right knee. Step your left leg up to a one-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, step that left foot forward once again, outside of your left hand. Step your right foot forward to the outside of your right hand and find your squat. Sinking here, keeping your elbows in front of your knees if possible. Inhale and exhale, bring your fingertips to the floor, press your hips up and walk your feet inwards. Forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale and rise, reaching your arms up tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a moment here to relax your shoulder blades down. Take an inhale and reach. As you exhale, interlace your hands behind your back, finding a bind and squeezing your shoulder blades together. Inhale, lift your chest, and exhale, forward fold. And just let your head go. Maybe shake your head side to side, make sure it's definitely relaxed. Big inhale. And exhale, release your fingertips to the floor. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to a downward facing dog. Big inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg up high. Exhale, step your right foot through between your hands. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot and lower your left heel to the floor. So coming to an extended side angle here. Tucking your right arm into the inside of your right leg and reaching your left arm up tall. Rooting your left foot flat to the floor. Keeping your right hip nice and open. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Always an option to rest your hand on a block if you have one. Let's take an inhale as we gaze up and draw your navel in. Exhale with control, slowly rise. Warrior two. Standing nice and tall, arms to a T. Just checking in with the feet, checking that alignment, and externally rotating that right thigh open. Gaze towards your right hand. Open your right palm, reach it forward, reverse your warrior, take it up overhead. Just keeping your chest slightly open towards the ceiling. Take a big breath here, keeping that bend in your right knee still. Inhale. And exhale, return to extended side angle. Just resting your right arm on the inside of your right leg. Reach your left arm up high out of your left shoulder. Inhale. And exhale, reverse your warrior. Keeping that deep bend in your right knee still. Just coming out slightly of your right shoulder. Open up your chest. Inhale. Exhale, return to your extended side angle. Reach your left arm up high. Inhale. Exhale, plant your left hand to the mat. Come up onto your left toes. You can use your right hand as support. Just gently step your right leg back, come into a side plank, and reaching your right arm up high. Option to stack your feet or one in front of the other. An option to release that bottom knee down. Find a side plank that works. Hold it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. High plank. Draw your navel in, hold it here nice and strong, hips in line with your spine. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down to the floor. Take your arms behind you, point your fingers towards your toes, and point your feet. Keep your feet fairly close together. Exhale all your breath. As you inhale, lift your chest, lift your arms, lift your legs off the floor, pointing your fingers towards your toes. Draw your shoulder blades back. Breathing soft here. Can you lift your chest up a little bit higher? Press your pelvis into the floor. And exhale to release. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Untuck your toes, press up, high plank. Holding it nice and strong, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg up high. Exhale, step it forward between your hands. Bring your left hand to the inside of your left foot. Rotate your right heel down. Find an extended side angle, reaching your right arm up high. Always using a prop if you need to underneath your left hand. Taking a big inhale as you reach up tall, squeeze shoulder blades together. And exhale with control, slowly rise to warrior two. Lengthening your arms, drawing shoulder blades together. And sinking deep into your left knee. Soften your breath. Rooting that pinky side of your right foot into the floor. Keep that right leg nice and strong. Gaze towards your left hand, open your left palm, reach it forward, reverse your warrior. Take it up overhead. Keep that deep bend in your left knee. Inhale. And exhale, extended side angle. Reaching your right arm up high. Using the leverage of your left arm to slightly open up your left hip. Inhale. And exhale as you reverse. Inhale. And exhale to extended side angle. Inhale. Exhale, bring your right hand to the floor. Rotate onto your right toes. And you can use your left hand as support as you slowly step your left foot back and find your side plank on your right. And find a side plank that feels good. Move your feet or your knees wherever you need to and hold it there. Draw your navel in for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. High plank. Nice and strong with the arms. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. All the way. Taking your arms behind you, point your fingers towards your toes. Keep your neck nice and long. Exhale all your breath. Inhale as you lift, pointing fingers towards your toes. Lift your feet, try and bring your feet together. Press your pelvis into the floor as you lift up a little higher. Can you squeeze your shoulder blades together? Lifting your chest. And exhale as you release. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Untuck your toes, press up. High plank. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Find a couple of deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. We'll run through that again. Inhale as you lift your right leg up high. Exhale, step it forward between your hands. Right hand in front of your left foot. Left heel down. Extended side angle. Inhale, reach, gaze up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale as you relax your shoulders. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, gaze up, lift your chest. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reach up out of your left shoulder. Exhale and reverse. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale. Exhale, left hand comes to the mat and you can just use your left hand as support. Step your right foot back on top of your left side plank. Finding your side plank, hold it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower down all the way. Finding your breath. An option to just continue to point your fingers towards your toes like we did before. Or option to find a bind behind you and squeeze your shoulder blades together as you lift. Take an inhale as you lift your arms, your chest, your feet. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Keep your gaze down, your neck nice and long. Can you lift up a little bit higher? And exhale to release. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Press up, high plank. Hold it here, inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up high. Exhale, step it through. Left hand in front of your left foot. Right heel down. Extended side angle, reaching your right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale as you relax your shoulders, squeeze your belly in. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale to extended side angle. Exhale and lengthen. Inhale. Exhale as you reverse your warrior. Inhale. And exhale, extended side angle. Taking a breath, bring your right hand down to the mat. Coming up on right toes, send that left foot back, extended. This is not extended, it's just a side plank. Press your hips up towards the ceiling and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. High plank. Holding it here. Inhale, draw navel in, and exhale and lower. Taking your arms behind you, either grabbing your hands from behind for that bind if that feels good. Bringing feet together, exhale all your breath. Inhale and lift. Drawing shoulder blades together. Finding that nice opening in your chest. Can you lift your legs a little higher? Can you lift your arms and your chest? Inhale. And exhale to lower. Forehead to the mat. Take a breath. Hands underneath your shoulders. Untuck your toes, press up. High plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale. Exhale, release your knees to the mat and sending your hips up high. We're going to find a puppy pose, so extending your arms out in front and release your forehead to the mat. Now finding this shoulder stretch, the further you stick your bum into the air and sink your chest towards the floor, and the more you creep your fingertips forward, the more you will feel that stretch in your shoulders. So finding a place that feels comfortable, soften your breath. Take a few soft breaths here. Returning to that Ujjayi breath, in and out through your nose. Let's take an inhale, creep fingertips forward even more, find that stretch. And as you exhale, slowly bring your hands to the mat and find your tabletop position. Shoulders above your wrists and knees underneath your hips. Take an inhale and reach your right arm up high towards the sky. And circle your right wrist in one direction and take it into the opposite direction. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, thread your arm through your left armpit, right cheek to the floor. Threading the needle, tenting your left fingers into the floor. Roll your left shoulder blade back, open up your chest. Take a deep breath here, inhale and exhale. One more inhale. As you exhale, plant your left hand and slowly lift your right arm back up towards the sky. And release it back down. So take an inhale, lift your left arm up high and circle your wrist in one direction. And take it into the opposite direction. Inhale, reach. Exhale, thread your arm through your right armpit, left cheek comes to the floor. And tenting your right fingertips. And pointing your right elbow up towards the ceiling. Draw your right shoulder blade back. Open up your chest. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale, plant your right hand into the floor. Slowly rise up, reaching your left arm up high. And release it back down. Taking your knees to the edges of your mat. Bring toes to touch, sit back on your heels and find a child's pose. Reach your arms forward, release your forehead to the mat. Sinking your hips in towards the floor. Reaching your fingertips forward to stretch your shoulders and soften your breath. Notice how your body feels. And take another inhale. As you exhale, press up to a tabletop position. Bring your knees directly underneath your hips. Send your hips up high. Take an inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky. As you exhale, bend your knee, bring your knee to your left elbow, crunch it in, slightly hinging forward, shoulders above the wrists. Inhale and extend. Exhale, crunching to your right elbow. Inhale and lift. Exhale, crunch knee towards your nose. Squeezing it in. And inhale to extend. Exhale, send your right knee to your right elbow. Hold it back. And slowly lower that knee towards your right wrist. Bring your left knee down and swing your foot over to behind your left wrist. Coming to a pigeon pose, extending your left leg behind you and just squaring off your hips. So that might mean bringing your hands to your hips and drawing your left hip forward, your right hip back, and just sinking your body down. If you've got tight hips, it's a great option to put a cushion or something underneath your right glutes so that you have a little bit of support. Let's take an inhale, reach your arms up tall, find a stretch. Interlace your fingers, pressing palms up. Inhale. As you exhale, sink your arms down towards the floor. Sleeping pigeon. You can bring your hands to fists and just rest your forehead on your fists and just soften your breath here. Send your breath to that right hip. Sink a little bit deeper. Can you relax that right side? Let's take 2 more deep breaths here. And slowly work your way to hands to the mat and tuck your left toes and lift your left knee. Send your right leg back to a one-legged dog. Bend your knee, stack your hips and circle that hip in one direction and take it into the opposite direction. And lengthen your legs, square your hips and release that leg back down. Take an inhale, lift your left leg up high. Bend your knee, bring your knee to your right elbow, crunch it in, hinging slightly forward. Inhale and extend. Exhale, crunch knee to left elbow, hinging slightly forward. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch knee to nose, hold it there, and extend. Bring your knee to your left elbow, hold it there. Slowly take that knee down towards your left wrist. Swing your leg around and extend your right leg behind you. You can pull your left foot forward slightly. Now we aim to keep that shin parallel to the top of the mat, but not all bodies can do that. Mine definitely doesn't. My knee is going to be higher than where my foot is. That's just how our bodies work. So if you need any support underneath that left glute, it's a great idea to put something underneath there. And then just finding a place where you can square your hips. So sit up tall, try and draw that right hip forward slightly, the left hip back. Take an inhale as you reach your arms up, interlacing your fingers. Reach up, stretch your shoulders. And exhale as you sink your hands down, lower down. You can bring your head to your fists once again, or lower all the way down if you have that range. Soften your breath. And just being aware that one side can feel different to the other. Completely normal. My left side is always tighter than my right side. And just being aware of that. Really focus on sending your breath to that really tight spot that you're holding on to. Just keep even telling yourself to soften that area with your breath. Let's take a couple more deep breaths here. Slowly bring your hands to the mat. Come up onto your right toes and lift your right knee. Send your left leg back to a one-legged dog. Bend your knee and stack your hips and circle your hip in one direction. Loosen it all up and circle in the opposite direction. Lengthen your leg and square your hips and release that leg down. Take a big inhale in your downward dog, make it a good one. Feel your shoulder blades coming apart as you press your fingers into the mat. Draw your chest towards your thighs. Sink your heels towards the mat. Draw your chest a little bit closer towards your thighs. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your knees to the mat. And just sit back on your heels. And this is a short flow today. If you do have time, I encourage you to take some additional stretches and maybe even lay on your mat and take a short shavasana, even just for 2 minutes, and you'll feel the benefit. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.